Good morning. It is the ninth day of June 2017. My name is Derek and welcome. Yes, the silver market, the gold market, other precious metals is what will be covered within this video. And we're looking at silver on the Forex market daily time frame. And within this messy chart, what I'm looking at is, and this is a weekly chart, I think, actually. Yeah, this is a weekly chart, not the daily. And it's a messy chart as like the daily one is. But we got the sideways action, making it above this 18 average band at the start of the year, coming back to where it's supposed to within this band, and then moving higher, but not breaking through. Nope. Instead, three large candle down, and up and consolidating within this area. And again, it's a choppy mess. So what am I supposed to say technically other than I don't know? Fundamentally, I'm extremely confident right now within the silver market. This is the first time I have been really since 2011 even. I can say that in a few months from now, I'm confident this is probably going to have significantly higher prices. I would think that there's a good chance it's going to at least break this resistance as the time frame moves into the autumn period. I mean, we'll wait and see, but that's what I'm perceiving everything as within, well, the cryptocurrency market inflating, showing real inflation, real people getting into out of the dollar into cryptocurrencies. And also cheap buying prices on gold and silver when you have people making boatloads of cryptos and able to buy it directly. And then the debt problems, $20 trillion debt. And that's the reason why so many people are getting into cryptos is because of fiat currencies. Governments are able to trade with each other internationally, at least from what I'm seeing, within crypto measures and just away from the US dollar. A big problem for other countries 10 years ago, not as big of one now. So I think the you-know-what is hitting the fan, and that's why I'm thinking prices will continue or will rise higher, not continue, because it's in this sideways range. Now let's put this to the daily chart. And what I see here is a deep pullback and right to the bottom end of the 18 average of lows. And this was just, how do I call this? Oh yeah, 14 consecutive down days. Or really, this was the only up day in here out of like 17, 18 even. But the markets have been trading in very weird ways. You had this straight up run, a little bit of a down straight up move, a little bit of a straight up move, big straight down, decent straight up for the most part. Is this going to continue it because the 18 average is still in an upward trend? But with any time I see market reversals, when this area is holding poorly and you see it resisting in a new declining format, sort of like you break down, come to the band, and right in here, that's the situation. Down in here, you break down below, you come back to this band, roughly in here. These are spots you're looking for to determine if a down play is going to happen. I'm going to look for the same thing, but as long as this 18 average is rising, on the daily time frame, it's in a bull market with a very deep correction move because it's at the 18 average of lows. Looking at gold now in its daily time frame, also at the bottom end of its 18 average of lows, which means that it's within a deep pullback. So all the same things come into play. Notice in here, when it was resisting the band, what happened on this point here, and leaving the band here. And sometimes it's just going to leave you with headaches in here. Oh, it's going down, and yet at some point in here, like, oh boy, this thing is in a mess. And well, there was opportunities down in here to see weakness because of this correctionary phase. Let me explain that better if you don't understand. because I always see so many situations to give you good early indications of reversal, like in here and in here, but there wasn't a case in here. And when it's just falling, it's like, oh, wow, okay, reversal of trend. And this sideways consolidation would at least give it some time, what you're looking for. And then when you're adjusting to the message of the market, there are plenty of short setups or setups where you could see it going lower along the way, like a break of this support in here, and then one more and down in here as well. When we look at this on the 15-minute time frame for gold, here's the situation of breaking that key support area. And there it is here. You established a support point, came into this 18 average. That's why I love this. It helps you with the correctionary phases. It told me that it never ever did anything more than just correct and try to break out. Keyword try. It never did. They didn't even try much. Just a bit here. I guess this gap. And now the fall below the band. Weakness going down through side. So breaking down below this support level. I am not surprised of the size of this move, because that's technical analysis doing what it is supposed to. Palladium, on the other hand, though, well, interesting looking 15-minute time frame, as it's had a nice uptrend, breaking out of this resistance north of 860, gaining 50 basis points, about 6% or so. And then a little bit of consolidation, but right now, what happened? How did we have no big red candle and it just shoots all the way down here? It seems as if the price is in at 879, and it's had its short-term correction. Let's expand the time frame out. Looking at the daily time frame, and well, it's been breaking out nicely. There's the previous resistance point. Nice straight move up, a little bit of consolidation, and now it's having another leg higher. As far as where it was for key support, well, it was in here at roughly this point, but definitely around the 800 number, had lots of resistance above it, a little bit below it at the start of the year. So any deeper pullback, maybe around 800. When we take a look at this on the weekly time frame, back up to previous resistance area. Okay, this is an area where I would say, yeah, maybe take a little bit off the table, look to sell. Maybe it's going to do a point high to point low to point high, and maybe find some sort of a low, a higher low in here, maybe at a key Fibonacci point. And we can take a look. What's the high look like? Is it? Well, we'll go 920. The low looks like about 460. So we'll put those two numbers in play. So the key levels are about 600 and 700, right in here. And an up target to about 1400 as well. I'm using this up target because there's the move up here, the correctionary phase. So again, as far as the key near-term levels, again, that's about 7 and 6. So I'd be looking for support maybe around here and in here. This is not a logarithmic chart, so it would look a little bit different, but any decent pullback, I would guess in this ballpark around 700 or so. And let's finish this off within the platinum chart. And this is mainly, again, just a real messy chart. It's in within this 18 average. Last time it broke down below, there was one push in here. A little bit of correction in here. No, it just kept shooting up, resisting, coming back, making a little bit of an uptrend. But look at this extra volatility in here, the deep pullback. Coming back to previous high again with the deep pullback. A lot of messiness, just like, I guess, the writing or the drawing that I'm doing over the last couple of months. But breaking above this level here, you should, it's still a mess again here, because if you break above here, where are you going to go? To about here. But then breaking above here, that's a nice little setup to the previous high at about 1040. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.